he came up to me one day and he said, man, Scott keeps picking on me. Scott he brings every car back with dirt nibs, and he wants me to buff everything. And he was all worked up, and he came and talked to me, and I'm 22 years old this time. So, and I've always been pretty outspoken. Yeah. And he asked me my opinion, and I don't know who was in the right, whether it was Scott or him. I wasn't that connected to that at that time at my age. But I told him, I specifically said, well, if you don't think Scott's being fair, you should talk to Steve and get his opinion. You know, Steve's a pretty reasonable person. And a few days later, he lived about a couple miles away from me. And he comes knocking on my door one Friday night. He goes, Kyle, I did what you told me to, and I got fired. True story. And I felt horrible at the moment because it's literally what I told him to do. Yeah. And needless to say that he was probably I would imagine he was probably out on his way out the door anyway, more than likely.